Hi friends, today's quick and easy card is made from some simple Cricut supplies and some close to my heart supplies. It is a wedding card called Mr. and Mrs. and it's made with the Artiste cartridge. So let's get started and I'll show you what you need to make it. First you're going to need white daisy cardstock for the card base, the mat, and 2 hearts. You are going to need washi sheets from Cricut. These are great. You can order them on my blog, margaritasmadness.com. Instead of being rolls of tape, they're sheets, and this is the classic gold foil one, in which I used just 1 strip of counting over 5 gold stripes, plus the other gold pattern one I used. You just need a square about this size to cover your heart. Then you need a piece of gold, plain gold cardstock. This is from the Happy Times collection, and I used it because I like how soft and shimmery it is, and I used that just to cut out the Mr. and Mrs. And the only 2 images you need, one is the heart and one is the Mr. and Mrs. and both of these are from the Artiste cartridge. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make it. First of all, you're going to need a card base made from white daisy cardstock. It is 5 by 6.5, and then of course it's 6.5 by 10 when you open it. You're going to need, out of white daisy, you're going to need a mat, and the mat is 6 1/4 long by 4 3/4 wide, and you're going to emboss it with the heart embossing folder from Close to My Heart. Then you're going to need a heart from the same white daisy cardstock, and you're going to emboss this also. And this heart is size 2.5 wide. Then you're going to need another white piece of cardstock, and this heart is 2 3/4 wide. And then you're going to use the gold for the Mr. and Mrs. So let's get started putting the card together. First of all, what you want to do is take your gold cardstock, whatever you use, and you're going to cut out this Mr. and Mrs. When I did it with the Happy Times one, it fit perfectly. And this is cut out. So you're going to cut out this Mr. and Mrs. from your gold cardstock at 1.5 inches wide. You can see how perfectly it fits on this, and you only need a scrap. And I do like the shimmer, but I don't know if you're going to be able to find this piece of cardstock. I wish they would sell it separately because it's just so smooth and so pretty. So you've cut this out now at 1.5 inches. You've cut your heart out and embossed it at 2.5 inches, and you're going to adhere it on here. So I have attached it to this, the Mr. and Mrs. to the embossed heart. Then you have a plain heart here, and you're going to cover it with this. So you simply peel off the back and attach it just like you were attaching contact paper, and then you just trim around the outside. And here I've trimmed it, and you can see that you've got it all set. Now this one will go on this one, and I think I'm going to pop it up, so give me a second and I'll pop it up with some pop dots. So now I have popped it up just with some small pop dots to get a little bit of dimension. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to get the mat ready. What I did, remember the long stripey things with washi type, I cut them down to a strip of 5 inches, and this one goes 6 1/4 down. I made it a little longer so I could make sure I lined it up right. and this one goes 4 3/4, and again I made it a little longer so I could get it exactly right. I also took a pencil line and I went in 1 3/4 inches from the right hand margin and 1 1/4 inches at the bottom from the right hand margin, up 1.5 inches from the bottom, up 1.5 inches from the bottom, and I drew lines connecting them because I wanted to make sure I got the stripes on perfectly straight. And then I'm going to line up this middle stripe with both of those lines. So now you can see I have the stripes on. The next thing I'm going to do, I've put adhesive on the back, and I'm going to attach this mat to the cardstock base before I attach the hearts, because it'll be a little bit easier to center it and get it down flat if I'm not pushing on the hearts. So there that part is. The next thing I'm going to do is put this heart on here, and again I put some pop dots on the back so I can get it just a little bit dimension to it, and I'm going to center the tip and the center, the tip of the heart and the center of the heart over the middle stripe. So you can see I've centered it over the middle of the stripe. I have the card completely done. It only took a matter of minutes. I have the, I just used washi tape and white cardstock, an embossing folder, and a little bit of gold cardstock. And there you go. The perfect wedding card for your favorite Mr. and Mrs. to be. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you'll come back often. I hope you'll visit my website, margaritasmadness.com, for some special offers I'm having, and I hope you like my video. Thank you for watching.